everybody, how's it going? Inside today we had some tornado warnings. I don't really think we're gonna get a tornado. It's just popping in and out with thunderstorms. It looks okay right now. I think I'm just gonna let it die down a little because I am experiencing some serious heat fatigue. My job is horrible. It's most of the time hotter than it is outside, and we keep asking for fans. They don't give a shit. They're in Canada, not sweating their face off, and my legs almost buckled a few times. I don't know if you've ever been working physically in the extreme heat for 8 hours, but there's side effects, and I've been trying to blast out stuff on this channel. I've been doing my workouts. It's hump day and it's catching up to me, and the heat is not relenting, so I need to take it easy today. If I feel up to taking a walk after dinner, I might, but we're staying inside for the mindful message and giving my legs a break. This one is how you tell if someone is trustworthy. I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what I say, you have to trust your instincts and your gut and do what's right for you. But I do have some helpful suggestions to narrow it down for you. Okay, so let's get into it. Again, my handy dandy notebook. Do they listen to you when you talk? Are they engaging with you? Have you ever talked to someone and they're like, just yep, and like, if they do that to you all the time, that's somebody who doesn't really care about you or wanting to put much energy into you. I'm leery of those people. It's not that they're trustworthy, I just don't feel like, or untrustworthy, I just don't feel like they're a good investment. So my number one thing, if someone is trustworthy, not only do they listen to me, do they remember things. Like, I've had friends once that I mentioned just one time that I had a nut allergy, and we were at an event, and they're like, hey Lizzie, don't eat that, it's got nuts in it. Like, one, saved my life. Two, remembered the important stuff, took enough initiative. And people like that, who look out for you like that, I find in most cases are very trustworthy. They're always looking out for other people. They're big, generous, big-hearted people. I always flock to those ones. They're very rare, and they're very sweet. Also, when you talk to them, do they not, like, when you say don't tell anyone, and they literally don't fucking tell anyone, that's a trustworthy person. When you tell someone something, and they turn around and they tell their friend, and then they tell someone else, and then their response to you was, well, you didn't say I couldn't say anything. If you were trustworthy, you would have known that was personal information. A gossip, there's healthy, we all gossip, especially when we like people and we're bonding, but we don't like other people and we share that in common. I feel like gossip happens, so you can't base everything on gossip. But when it comes to you, your relationship, and your business, if they spread your business, they don't give a fuck about you. Period. You want the loyal ones that not only know what's appropriate on their own without being told, but it's specifically when you say don't say anything, they actually don't. They actually literally take that shit years in the pocket. They don't say one word. That's always someone you can trust. When you need help, if you call this person at 3 a.m., do they slam the phone down, or do they come and get you? The person that comes to get you, you want in your corner, whether it be a lover or a friend. They don't give you bullshit excuses. They don't huff unless you make it a regular thing and they get annoyed with it. I mean, that I could see. But when you're seriously in trouble and they call you, usually when someone calls you in that situation, they only have either one phone call or it's really bad, like they need help. They don't just call for nothing. So somebody who steps up to the plate, you can always count on. Doesn't use things against you. So if you get in a fight with someone and you move past it, when down the road when you get in another argument, if they bring up old shit, I find those people are the sneak backstabbers. Eventually down the road it fucks you. So, the person that truly lets it go and doesn't ride you about it, they can bring it up in a joking manner. I'm not saying that's riding you, but you know what I mean. They don't throw shit in your face from the past that you already buried. Like, those kind of people are manipulative and in most cases narcissistic. The people that store things to use later, avoid those at all costs. I find those are the ones that also are never wrong. Even when they're wrong, they're not wrong. You don't want one of those. Like, if you ask them to hold on to money and they actually do and they don't spend it and they give it back to you, I consider that like golden in this world, because money ruins most people, and if it doesn't ruin that person to you, that's a keeper. Or like when you're out and about somewhere and you're like genuinely short and you didn't know it, or maybe you forgot your card and your friend is just immediately like, I got it, don't worry about it, you know. Most of the time you pay each other back, but they're not like calling you every day like, where's my fucking money, bitch? You know, unless it's a lot, obviously, you know, within reason, use your judgment here. But they don't, one, use that against you, make you feel bad for needing their help, or hound you about it. If they don't do any of those, that's a trustworthy person. When you're not around and people badmouth you, now, you have to be careful of this, because you got to watch out for the gossip. Sometimes they either make shit up or stir the pot to cause a reaction. Avoid those at all costs. But if somebody's around and they hear something about you, not only do they tell you, and will be willing to stand in the room with the other person and say it again, or at least when you're not around, defends you without, like, you finding out about it. Maybe you find out about someone else, like, oh yeah, she told that person off. Like, they don't look for the glory. They just defend you because they care, and they keep it moving. I keep those people for life. The ones that defend you when you're not there to hear it or see it, and don't feel the need to run and tell you, hey, I defended you. Rare. Diamond of a soul. Keep. Alright, calls to check on you when you're like drunk, if you're on a vacation and they know you're traveling by yourself, if you're going through a hard time, or they're just genuinely just call and check up on you randomly to keep your relationship alive. Those people are trustworthy. They give a shit. It's all about actions and intentions. Can they take care of your stuff and your pets when you're away? Do you trust them to go into your house on instinct? Would you give this person your keys and be like, water my plants or feed my pet? If your answer is no, maybe they're not trustworthy. Positive feedback and compliments. When they feel like you're berating yourself or just down and low in a funk, or they're just, it's a big day for you, like maybe it's your wedding day or whatever, and they're like, wow, you look really pretty. Oh my God, you look awesome, or that was awesome, you're amazing. They're your number one fan at all times. Those people who root for you just as much as they root for yourself, also very rare. Also keep those. Peaceful, happy vibes. I mean, everybody gets in a funk, everybody gets grumpy, but for the majority of the time, are they a positive, happy soul? Again, rare. Again, I keep as many positive, smiling faces around that I can. It's tough in the hood. Doesn't gossip or throw shade ever about you, even when you're fighting. Granted, I know a lot of friends that really went through some shit and trashed each other, but then wound up being loyal again down the road. I feel like it's more age appropriate. If you're in college, like, spats happen, but if you're down the road, use your judgment. Are they hardworking and independent? I find the people that show up for their shifts, take care of their bills. It doesn't necessarily have to be a basis of a relationship, but those people that can hold it down for themselves can hold it down for others. They can do for themselves, they can do for others. They have the potential. I always look there. How they treat other people around them that they are not associated with, like their waiters. If they're shit-ass people I think deep down those people are nasty in the soul. I hope this is helpful. But again, you have to use your own discernment and your own judgment. No one can tell you who exactly in your life is trustworthy. Only you can. Hopefully this was helpful.